After months of trying with the 296, we still can't get it started.
This car has been through everything. It originally crashed in Cyprus, and that's where we went to collect it. But even at that moment, we couldn't get the car started.
That touchscreen doesn't really do anything. These ain't doing anything. We've literally got no power to the car. So it's like the pyro fuse has cut everything out.
The Ferrari techs told us there that it's best to rebuild the entire car, plug it all in, and then try again.
Everything on the can has to be plugged in.
Yeah, otherwise you can't scan it.
So all the airbags have got to be on.
We then took the car back to the UK and started rebuilding it,
I think that's the Ferrari.
but still couldn't get it started.
The car, this tested me completely, this has, because I really don't know.
And no matter what we did, how much we put on, how much we fixed, nothing would get that ignition to go on. So I went to the last resort and contacted Ferrari.
I just need a bit of advice with this 296.
But because this car hasn't been repaired by Ferrari, they couldn't work on it.
Unfortunately, until the 296 has been to a body shop, we can't have it on site, just because Ferrari is so strict.
It got to the point where I had to order a whole new hybrid battery. Inside here is one Ferrari battery, and if this is the reason why this car won't start,
We need a war against all hybrids.
but even then, that didn't work.
Danger to the vehicle, stop and leave.
At this point, we tried everything. I even wrote an email to Ferrari directly, asking if the dealerships were able to work on the car, and they did respond.
Ferrari said that we've got no warranty, which is fine, but they said they can work on the car, but they need the car complete.
And the last thing to do to complete this car was to put the aircon gas in. But we couldn't do that without the aircon lines going to the new aircon radiators at the front, which we had to modify in order for the 296 challenge kit to fit. So I got Bob over to make the aircon lines. To make these, he's just using the old aircon lines, cutting them, heating them up and bending them to shape. And anything that doesn't fit, he's then going to weld and extend new parts of that pipe to make it fit. Bob actually mentioned to me he's never done this before, but I guess there's a first time for everything. And after hours of work, finally all the lines were in. Okay, so now it's time to test Bob's welding. I don't think he's ever welded AC parts before, and I don't know what sort of pressure goes through them. But before we put AC gas inside the system, we've got to vacuum test it, and that machine will vacuum test it. So my dad's going to press the vacuum. If it holds, we're looking good. If it don't hold, we're not looking good. What will be interesting after this, if we do gas it, is to see whether that I'm going to blow up light on the dash goes, because a lot of people's theory was that it might be I'm going to blow up because it's got no aircon gas in it and it uses aircon gas to cool parts of the battery. But let's see.
No, it's vacuuming for 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Unless it's got a really bad leak, and then it'll just switch off and say, no, you can't get a vacuum.
610.
Yeah, it's got a leak.
Oh
You think that's a leak?
It's
Yeah.
got a leak.
no. Is there a pipe? Off.
Yeah, it's stopped because it's saying that it's got a leak.
Oh, insufficient vacuum.
Can we blow air into it?
Yeah, then we're going to try and blow air into it.
Then we can look for the hissing.
Got a leak, so blow me air.
How's it going to hold vacuum? How's it going to hold the pressure?
It's not, you're going to have to listen to it coming out somewhere.
It's coming out the back.
Where's it coming from?
This.
Oh no. Oh, it's coming out the join.
Has it got a seal on it?
Oh no. Where's it gone?
No seal. Have any of them got seals on?
seal on. Right, seals acquired and on. Let's see if that seals it now, or is there more off? Now we can vac it.
What are you going to do, Tony?
Vac it and then put pressure in it.
Oh, it's going timber. Oh no, it's going!
We're going to get sucked into it.
It's going to create a black hole. It's on one. The aircon is gas. Now, what we want to know is whether that changed anything. I don't think it would have, but let's see. Let's connect the battery up and see if that thermal runaway thing has stopped. If not, we're definitely going to need our secret weapon.
which hopefully turns up tomorrow, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Right, connecting up the battery. Connected.
Oh.
Nah.
Does that mean we need our secret weapon?
I think we're gonna have to use our secret weapon. Bring in the secret weapon. SBR Engineering have come down and they've got all the kit to talk to the car and hopefully see if we could at least get it so it tries to turn on. We're just gonna let the guys go at it and see how far we get. The aircon didn't solve anything, it didn't change anything. Let's see what these guys can do. Come on.
So can you talk to Ferrari directly, or is it just this tool talks to this car? Or
This tool talks to this car, but this could do a lot more coding than you could do on other tools. Yeah. Right, so out of 47 modules, you've got 9 with errors. So this might not delete without the
ignition on.
Yeah, not supported. So it'll need the ignition powered up to do that.
Do you want me to get it on?
Yeah, if we try it, we might be able to cheat our way into it. It's going into part of the programs, but what we can't get it to do is write, which says to me something's not powering up in addition on the modules. So we go, we can't write the new parameters we want.
Has it got worse?
Yeah. So we've gone from
9 faults to
9 faults to 17 faults.
That's
now.
good.
Yeah. So when it's gone into proxy align and tell every module what they're doing, because it hasn't been able to talk to them, it's now registering that as a fault. When I try and do a proxy alignment, it won't talk to the battery because it goes,
Got ya.
this ain't my battery.
Yeah, got you, yeah.
Say that battery's still no good, at least the whole car will know, well, that will work. So then when you plug the new one in, all you've got to do is align it to the car.
Okay.
All these other modules at the moment we're going, the battery's no good, so I'm not playing ball. That's where you're at. If it was me, I'd put the old battery back in. And then go through and let the car think it's as it left the factory kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, looks like we're switching the battery over.
After the lads from the Ferrari race team had a look at it, they told us to put back in the original hybrid battery to then see if they can run a proxy alignment on the car. Once we put the old battery back into the car, we were struggling to both meet on a time where they could come back down again and give it a go. So it was now time to call Ferrari directly.
This car is going to go to Ferrari. And if they can't do it, what hope actually have we got? We've got a new battery. The new battery's over there, but we took the new battery out and put the old one back in, so everything's back to standard, and then we're going to see what Ferrari can do. Because if I've wasted the money on a new battery, I'll be even more annoyed. But let's just see. At the minute, the car's going to Ferrari. I can't film anything at Ferrari. We're on strict no filming policy. They don't want anything to be filmed, but we're going to get regular updates on the technician. We're giving them a week. Maybe this is going to be easy, maybe it's not. Off the Ferrari 296 goes, and hopefully at the end we're going to get to hear the car start for the first time. We're going to get to hear the exhaust, and then we can solve all the other faults that the car's probably going to have when it gets started. Off to Ferrari. So, whilst we wait for the Ferrari to come back, it's gone to Ferrari now. We've got some work to do on this because Leon broke his R8 and then he's been driving this and has also broke this now. So
No, I've not broke this at all. It needs a service.
So first thing, windscreen cracked. Drove it, cracked the windscreen. So
Why am I getting the blame for that?
was it cracked before you drove it? No. We're not going to replace that because the insurance will fix that because we've got windscreen cover. But the second thing, it sounds quite tappity. It's only done like 8,000 miles and the service intervals on these are 20,000 miles. So they don't need an oil change or anything for 20,000 miles, but it has been around the track and Liam's drove it. So I think I am going to service it. And also it's got a load of recalls as well, loads of random recalls. So it's going to go to Porsche to have the recalls and everything done. But instead of paying for an oil service, we might as well do that ourselves because I don't think it's actually that hard to do. I'm pretty sure we did it when we first got the car. So I might as well just do it again just to make sure that the ticky sound, let's see if we can hear it. It don't sound that bad now. I think it's worse when it's warm. So, oil out, filter out, it only takes like, what, 6 litres of oil?
Well, apparently it takes 4.1 litres.
Yeah, they're really sensitive to how much oil they take, so we're going to just measure what comes out and put the same back in. Let's get this up, and then hopefully we'll hear back from Ferrari soon. In we go.
Did you enjoy driving the car, Liam?
This car's actually mint. It's
Yeah?
such a good car.
Really reliable as well, these
It's a
cars.
very good car, very reliable.
Yeah. Oh. Well, there's no leaks and there's no hole in the block, so that's a good start. So, oil filter's there and sump plug, I'm guessing, here and here? Yeah. We need to measure how much comes out because that's what we're going to put back in, because apparently if you put in like literally 1/10 of a litre too much in here, it'll scream at you that you've overfilled it. How much did Porsche man reckon it's going to come out?
4.1 is what you meant to...
4.1. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see if 4.1
Or
comes
5.1.
out.
4.1 or 5.1.
Also, because we filmed a different video, no one's seen my neck tattoo yet.
Look how much of a thug he looks.
On the thug life. Good transition here, Liam.
Go on then. Go on, you.
Look at that. I didn't want to get it done earlier because I thought I might not get a job. So I thought I'm gone past that point now and I might as well quit. And I think like it just looks normal. Do you know everyone I've spoken to who don't know I've got a neck tattoo, they ain't spoken to me any different yet. Although
Maybe that's because they're scared of you because you look thug.
And when I go into a shop though, I notice that they do shut the doors afterwards when they put someone on the door. Oh, what would be my advice for people who are getting a tattoo?
Send it.
Don't have one on your neck.
You look like a thug. My dad's gonna get a tattoo. 4 million subscribers on the second channel, and my dad's gonna get a tattoo. Subscribe now. My dad's gonna get a tattoo. Don't subscribe. Top comment gets to choose the tattoo.
Oh, there we go.
Unsubscribe.
2 litres.
Only 2.
Right, I'm undoing all these then. 2 litres to run that car. No wonder it's tapping. Right, this one's gonna be a hard one, Liam, to get in there.
That was good.
Still not much, is there? Do you know, for, what is it, 4 litre, which gets really high temperature and gets thrashed and have a really high red line, to have a 20,000 mile service interval when there's only 4 litres of oils in there is mad. Those 4 litres have got to last 20,000 miles, that's a bit
crazy.
Yeah. Oh!
Oh, that. Didn't have anything in it.
What the hell? Next lot of oil, hopefully. Where's the rest of it? Next step, oil filter. It is very dark, isn't it? There's no way you'd leave that to 20,000 miles. Oh, good catch.
Well, that's a litre, or just about.
So we've got about 4 out.
4.1 litres, yeah.
Clean it up, new filter, new oil in, see if it runs all right. Okay, bung's going back in. Okay, here's the new oil filter.
How much do you want in there?
Just a little bit. Whoa, it's green.
Is that the right stuff?
That might be. I think the oil were green in the GT3 RS. That'll do, because I'm going to tilt it, I reckon. At least we'll know if you have got an oil leak, because it'll be green. 3, 2, 1. It must be apple flavour. Hey, can I have that rag?
Hey, yeah, you can. Here's the rag.
Thanks, man.
No worries, man.
Oil filter on. Guess put some oil in now. I found out why it's making the weird noise. Look, the OPF sensor is no longer connected to the exhaust.
Oh, so it's not my fault. Hey.
Well, guess what? That was connected to the exhaust before you drove it.
Oh, but how do you know it's not done it a while ago when you drove it?
Because it didn't make that noise when I was driving
You wasn't listening for that noise.
But you must have been putting your foot so hard to the floor that it unwound the threads, and it did that, and then you went underneath and loosened it all the way off, and then took the bolt out and hit it against the windshield.
Oh my God.
In all seriousness, whilst we're here as well, I've also had an update from Ferrari, which is coming soon. Right, how much are we putting in?
5 litres.
So we want 1 left over.
Yeah.
Quick come after that. Imagine how quick I am at math.
Can you one bang it?
I won't bang it.
Yeah, one bang it. How high can you go?
This is why this car's got a cracked windscreen. Stunts like that.
What? Like, how high can you go? I've not jumped it.
Out of the GT3 and the GT3 RS, which do you prefer?
Depends if you're on track or on road. If you're on the track, GT3 RS. If you're on the road, GT3.
So if someone was looking to buy a Porsche and they only drove on the road, you would think get the GT3?
No, just get a GT3 RS, but don't put a Manti kit on it. Unless you're going on the track, then put a Manti kit on it, because then it's faster. But if you're driving on the road with a Manti kit, 1, you look a bit silly, and 2, oh my God, it's so twitchy and bouncy.
I think it looks quite cool on the road. It's so aggressive on the rear wing.
You're just like you just come out of Le Mans. There.
Is this the one bang? Oh. You're terrible.
2 bang. Sure, that's not fairy liquid.
I've never seen green oil before.
It would be a good prank, wouldn't it, for them to switch the oil with
Yeah.
fairy liquid.
Porsche did own the majority of Bugatti, so it wouldn't surprise me if they are pranking me here with fairy liquid and I start it and it just becomes a bubble machine.
That would be quality.
Okay, so oil's in. We can reattach the OPF thing, which was probably causing the rattle. I'll crank this up so it doesn't come off again. Okay, make sure that one's tight. Okay, run it up, check for leaks, and check the oil, which you've got to do on the dashboard as well. And you've got to run its temperature to check the oil. Stupid. Right, let's do it. Oil level not available, engine not warm, which is so stupid. Obviously it's got an engine management light on because of the sporty exhaust, which doesn't really matter. Let's let it run to temperature, check the oil, make sure it's all good, but the rattle seems to have gone, which was probably just that OPF sensor. Does sound a lot better.
Minimum, maximum, or bang on?
I think it's gonna be bang on. And boom! Oil level good. Let's get it out. Back it comes. We've been through absolutely everything, as I've explained. We've done everything, and it's gone to Ferrari, and it's been there over a week, and even they were scratching their heads at it because they've had crash damage 296 before, and the ignition comes straight on, and then they have to work their way around it from there. So let's go through each fault, and then also the bill at the end of what it's cost me to get still to this point here. When we plugged in the hybrid battery, the battery wouldn't charge. It was only one flashing blue light on the Ferrari charger, and it requires the hybrid battery to start the car because that's what turns the engine over. It doesn't have a starter motor, it has just a hybrid which spins over the engine, and that's what starts the car. So without that hybrid power, we won't be able to start it. So we thought the battery was completely flat, and the last time we was able to actually charge the car was in Cyprus, and then since it come back to Cyprus, which took months, it wouldn't charge again. And we thought, well, it's got to be that the hybrid battery is completely flat. It's lost communication. We took it out many times to try and find the issue with it, could not find the issue with it, and it would not start. In the end, I ended up having to spend £15,000 on a new battery. So the first thing that happened when we went to Ferrari is before they tackle anything, they wanted to get the hybrid battery charged. And they found one issue. Remember, this is the original battery back in because the other Ferrari guy couldn't align the car with the new battery. So we've had to put the old battery back in, which still didn't work. But this time, this in, locks in, 2 chargers. And the hybrid is charging. And that was one stupid little thing. The whole reason why this hybrid battery wasn't charging from the moment we took it back from Cyprus, which doesn't explain anywhere in the manuals, on the dashboard or anything, one simple thing. The electronic handbrake, which is here, needs to be on. Now, how do we move a car from Cyprus to here without the car starting and the electronic handbrake was stuck on? Of course, we unplugged it and wound it out so we could push down the car. And since then, we've never been able to put the handbrake back on because we've never had any ignition on the dashboard. But that explains why it charged in Cyprus and not here, because as soon as we moved it from its position in Cyprus, we took the handbrake off and never put it back on again. So the reason why the handbrake needs to be on is so the car doesn't roll away with the charger plugged in and it causes a fire. So I could have wasted the money on the battery at the minute. Could have wasted the money on the hybrid battery. But we didn't, because they still couldn't get it started. So remember all the modifications that we did to the radiators, the aircon, and they did say specifically that the aircon does cool the hybrid battery, especially when it's charging. And they said that the fans at the minute, we changed the 2 radiators each side to one huge radiator in the middle, like the Challenge car. But then we had to mount the fan in the middle, which means there was meant to be 2 fans. We've just zip tied one here because we didn't know whether this was causing the issue and why it wouldn't start. So we wanted to have everything plugged in. So it should have 2 fans. At the minute, it's only got 1, and it's on the radiator for the engine cooling. So the 2 AC radiators on each side, which actually help cool the battery, are not being cooled. So they said when they plugged in the hybrid and it was charging, these fans were going mental because it thinks it's trying to suck air into the aircon condenser radiators, and it obviously wasn't because the radiators are there and down there. So to cool them down and to prevent it from overheating, they said they had leaf blowers cooling it down. That's something that we've got to do. After that, they still couldn't get on the ignition to read any fault codes or anything like that. They were going around scratching their heads for ages. I had regular updates. They couldn't figure it out. And then eventually, what they did try is a new steering wheel. Because on these cars, they have a start-stop button here in the middle. Now, mine ignited. And the funny thing is as well, we tried the same thing. I didn't even film this in my videos, but I bought a steering wheel from Eurospares off a Breaker's car because, again, we had the question, we wanted to eliminate whether that engine start-stop button, the haptic one, actually didn't work. So I bought this one, we tried that onto it, still had the same issue. Start-stop button lights up, all the other buttons work on it. We couldn't get any further. So like we've assumed it can't be the steering wheel, and I wanted to return this, but when it got returned, it got damaged, so we're stuck with this steering wheel at the minute. They tried a new steering wheel on, which was a brand new one, and after they tried it, everything worked. So, we have one warning light on the dash, but absolutely everything worked. And it was the steering wheel. So all they've done for me at the minute is replace the buttons on my steering wheel, because the one thing that doesn't work is the steering wheel. So why does that explain, we already tried this, so why didn't it work? Well, the reason why it didn't work is because this has also come off a crash damaged car, and these are all touchscreen buttons. And what must happen is when the airbag explodes, which the airbag must have exploded on this because it's come off a crash damaged car, they found that it overheated some of the wires and the connectors in the actual start-stop area. So I bought a whole steering wheel thinking that it might be the start-stop button, and had the same issue. What I should have done is if I bought a brand new one, then we would have found out that we could have got the ignition on and everything could work. From then, they've got the ignition on. They've got everything working. They've seen a few faults on the dash. The clutch needed bleeding, coolant needed bleeding, so they've done all of that for me as well. They've got everything running with only literally one fault left on the dash, and it's the system not programming. It's because we've got like different registration plate lights, wiring and everything for the kit. But for the first time ever, it's a shame we couldn't get this moment whilst we was at Ferrari. We're gonna get to hear the Bobtronic exhaust, which we've made full straight pipe of the V6 with a hybrid. And the one thing it was, and I've wasted money on a hybrid battery, but the good thing is that we can sell it. It's no problem. We've got a buyer already. We're going to get to hear the car, and it was the start-stop button. Ready? It's on! It is running!
That's just so weird. You can't go from that noise to that, can you?
So this is it. The world's first Ferrari 296 Challenge road car with a hybrid. It's never been done, and I don't think it ever will be done again, because this kit is blacklisted for anybody else. We managed to get there before it got blacklisted. The only way you could buy this kit is if you've got a Ferrari challenge car yourself. But that doesn't put us in the all clear yet. We've still got a load of issues before we can actually drive this car properly, which I'm excited to do because this car's going to be insane. It's like 820 horsepower, it's like 1.5 ton, rear wheel drive. It's going to be insanely fast with all this downforce as well. We've got a few problems we need to sort out. If we don't create fans going behind the aircon radiators, then the battery's going to overheat. If it's sat in traffic, that is. With the airflow, it's no problem. But we need to get some kind of fans sitting behind the AC rads, or at least one of them to cool it down. That's going to be the problem that we've got to solve, and then hopefully we're actually going to get the first drive and see what it drives like, because Ferrari haven't even drove it. They've just made sure it starts, gave us a call, was like, let's take it back. I can't believe it was one button that stumped us for months. And the best thing is, we tried it and it didn't work. So let's get on to the first thing. One wheel.
Here we go.
If these were further in, that would help. But now Bob's made the lines. So it's a shame we can't mount a fan to the back, but then that's going to bring it out too far and we probably won't get the bumper on.
And then this will more likely hit the floor.
Yeah, these are the OG ones. But I mean, like, it fits the back of the rad and like the plug would plug in. That needs to be the mount, doesn't it? So this plastic original housing, we can get this to mount on Bob's brackets. And the issue is at the minute, we can't move around these rads too much because the lines have been made for them. So we don't want to have to remake all the lines. So we're just trying to work out how to mount it properly. It needs to mount high enough so the under tray can go on, which like really is like here, innit? So it is quite low. We haven't even tried it with that radiator on yet.
Oh,
That looks like OEM, doesn't it?
that fits really good.
Just that corner will have to come out, but that's, yeah, if we can mount that to there and then the radiator can mount to that. So basically this car's a prototype. All of this we're prototyping. Then once we've got it spot on and everything works, we can create stuff for real and make loads of different ones so people buy them as 296 Challenge Hybrid road cars. But if Ferrari asks, we're not going to do that. And we'll make it cheaper than the original 296.
How are we going to make money then?
So, no, so like, because basically, like, you know, like 296 one brand new is like £1 million, or how much is it? Like 300 grand or something.
Yeah.
So we buy a second-hand one and then do this to it, but then make the price for one of these ones cheaper than what it would be to buy a 296 brand new.
Ah, I like it.
So, like, you see what I mean? See what I'm getting at? So, like, it makes more sense. Instead of buying a brand new 296, you buy a Challenge Road car.
Do you know that
Second-hand.
that on your neck, has it affected your brain?
I think we do 26.
Why?
Why don't you just leave it at 1?
Like 296. Miss out the 9. 26.
And it's the year 2026.
Ah, yeah. So we're going to do all of them this year, are we?
This is the first, so there's 25 left to do. So you've got to fit 25 more kits. Ain't that bad.
Can we have one?
Yeah. We get them as like company cars, like promo vehicles.
So you got to buy a few cars first.
Oh, what are you, Ferrari?
Prototype. Is that going to be a problem?
I think it will be.
I think it is.
Well, we
isn't
can
it?
cut that because it's mounted there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when
lob
you
that
go
off.
to get your bumper, if
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
problem,
yeah.
you can just cut that off.
That bolt hole lines up perfectly there. And then we could line up another bolt hole there, another bolt hole there, and that would be absolutely sensational.
This is the prototype, all in. Let's see if the fan plugs in now.
Oh, look at that. It works.
That's the result. No wiring needed.
That's plugged in and that will work. So one prototype done. So that means we can get rid of this. It's now going to look better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, boy!
This one's a belt. Okay, that one should work. There's no reason why it shouldn't work. The only issue that we could run into is that the air from the front and the under tray, it might not be enough to suck through, but we'll have to see once we get all the bumper on. This side, the bracket's slightly different, so it goes across instead, because Bob made it so we can move this radiator across, but that's as much movement as we've got at the minute. So that's gonna have to go in, and then we're gonna see if we've got a smaller fan here, of like a Volkswagen, and then see if we can get that in this hole here. And like, it's only gonna be this part which cools, but then also there is a fan underneath here, there. So I'm hoping with enough, it should be sucking everything out, but I don't know how cool it's actually gotta be. The only way to test it is literally give it a try. So we're gonna cut that little one up, because that's the only one that's gonna fit in there, and see if we can mount that to the back. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Right, a prototype, it ain't really prototyped because this fan is too big. We need a smaller fan, but what we're gonna do is put everything together first and see if it works without this extra cooling. We might not need it, or we might be taking it all apart again to try and prototype more prototyping. We'll put under trays on, arch liners in, everything, so then it's fully in, and then we'll see. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I can't go any further than that.
Look, it's hitting the fan.
Oh no.
It's all part of the prototype, guys.
I don't think it's gonna work.
We've got to cut a hell of a lot of that plastic out.
Oh. So this is all hitting the bumper, so we're gonna have to make some adjustments. Let's go. I think that's got to be cut out.
Should we just lob that from there?
Yeah, that's got to be cut out.
Just like...
Well, no, you need the mounting point.
Oh, okay, there. Around that.
Yeah, like cut this piece
How
off.
far do you want to come? Look at that. She's nicely trimmed. We'll go get this put in position. We'll see if we need to cut any more off. Do you reckon that's going to work?
I think so, I've got faith.
Got faith? Right, let's go see what Bossman says.
How's that?
Bossman said cut the whole perimeter off. Cut the whole perimeter
Cut the
off.
mount off.
And then he's gone, oh, you've done that wrong.
You went, where's the cut to here? And I said, just go straight across there. So my man kept that in and cut the mount off.
Right. You said, lob all this off here first. And
Which
then you
is
went,
still on.
And then you went, oh, actually, let's sack it all off and do the whole perimeter around everywhere. Am I the one being an idiot here?
We're gonna put it up and see whether the bumper will still go on. If not, we've had it.
Right, we're going to see if this fits now. See if our research and development has worked. The answer to that is no. It's better, but it's still hitting the condenser. For some reason, that ain't going to go in, is it?
I wonder if we cut them zip ties and pulled it down, then you got the bumper on, and then we said like, right, that's where it is. If we mount the fan there, that'll work. Okay, let me hold it in this position. You remove the bumper, and then we'll drill the holes in here, and then we'll cut that bit out.
Are you cutting the whole bit out or just the corner bit out?
Just the corner, just the corner.
Okay.
That bit has got to come out. And this is how the rad's got to be.
That's got to be there.
That's got to be there, and this has got to come out.
Round 2.
I'm in.
Oh, we've got body lines here, look.
I don't think it's hitting out. No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Oh my God, have we done something?
I think we've actually done something.
Oh my God, we've R&D'd something and it's worked.
Okay. So,
I knew I
next
cut it
step,
right.
Let's put it all back in with the under trays and see if it won't overheat just like that. Let's go. Right, 6 years later, the bonnet is dialed. Bonnet to bumper gap is dialed for a race car. That is full dialed, and it's like fully
solid.
Hopefully we don't get any porpoising. Splitter dialed. Splitter's dialed.
That is cringy.
He's literally jumping on a 101 Ferrari.
Prototype, you've got to test it, everything.
He's right.
You've got to test it.
Right,
to
you
the
got to
limit.
test everything.
That's like 74 kilos of downforce. Right, what we're saying then, Garrett, is this going under, over, or above? Yeah, I might need to cut this. Yeah, see what I mean? Like this is pushing it that way. But I would be able to get that bolt in if that went in a bit more. And then these are longer bolts, so that would help hold in there.
I gotta cut. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can't cut that out.
Gotta cut this
Yeah. Why?
because if you look, right there.
Oh, it's hitting that rad.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Is yours hitting the rad?
No, I don't think so. No, don't know. So you know, if I go over a sleeping policeman's speed bump and just absolutely clot the AC rad, it's game over.
Right, that's the only position that rad's going in. We've established.
Is the rad too low? You don't think the rad is the lowest point of the car? Because if the rad's the lowest point of the car, then we're in big trouble.
Yeah, the rad's lower than the frame.
Oh yeah, that's definitely lower.
Yeah, so when that goes up to there, that's not too bad there, is it? It's that area here, innit?
Do you know when they like built the Bugatti, for example?
Yeah.
Do you think they built the engine first and then built the car around the engine, or do you think they built the car first and the engine around the car?
I think they built the engine first
Okay.
and then made the car around the engine.
Yeah, so that stuff like this doesn't happen.
Yeah. Because you can't just make a car. You can't just go, right, we want this 1,000 horsepower car, it's going to be a W16 engine. Make the car, then go, oh, how are we going to get an engine in there now? Not going to work, is it? You've got to make the engine so you know you can make that power. Then you've got to design around it, haven't you?
What do you think come first, Matt, the chicken or the egg?
Chicken. So we're going to see how much we're going to trim off. It's just like this edge bit then, isn't it? It's just that edge.
That looks good.
So we're going to bring this under tray down because this hole's cut out for the tub, and then we're going to make the rest of the flat bit of the under tray with this plastic, and then that way the under tray is completely flat. It is going to restrict the airflow to the radiators, but it's better than the under tray being pulled down by the air. So let's bring it down and see what's going to happen. Oh, you're fire. Cranked. Okay, so now we just got to find out where if we could get them into there, that'd be pretty dialed, wouldn't it? Could work that. I think that's good R&D.
Come on over, make me mad.
Okay, the under tray is on. We've got the original under tray in use with the challenge front bumper, but of course we would have had a massive gap in the middle because that's where the storage tub used to go. So I can't get the challenge under tray, of course, because Ferrari blacklisted the parts from us unless we've got a challenge 296 now. I won't be able to get the parts. So at the minute, we've just made this out of plastic. It's pretty sturdy, it's holding this under tray on pretty well. I'll be surprised if that comes off, moves, or bounces up and down. It's not the smoothest, but again, we're gonna have to test it out and see if it's okay. We've still got the aero down here for the battery, so it's not blocking anything of that off. We're missing some little aero here. You can see there's meant to be some kind of strips which go down. They also go down into here as well. There's a difference between the Porsche stuff and the Ferrari. The Ferrari is still just using 10mm bolts underneath, whereas on all those Porsches underneath they use completely flat bolts. They don't want to penalise any aero, whereas you can see that it's going to be, you're not going to notice it too much on a road car, but literally it will disrupt the air having big 10mm bolts in there. But yeah, all of these
little bolts here are for aero. But that under tray should work. The next thing to put in is the arch linings, and the front arches are different on these because they're a little bit higher up to allow for the slick tyre on the challenge cars, and because of that the standard arch linings that we've got are going to be a little bit lower down, so we're going to have to make a little bit more modification to them, and hopefully they work, and I'm hoping they don't rub on the wheels that we've got. Once that's all in, we should have the radiators fully enclosed, and the only air they're going to get is through there, through this centre bit, and through that centre bit. Like, everything is closed off, so I am slightly worried that this is going to overheat and not work. But it's worth a try. Let's see. We may end up having to strip it all back out, but I'm not going to know until I do it. Next thing, arch linings. Let's see how this fits. You know what? Really, that doesn't fit bad at all. It tucks in quite nice. I think I'm going to have to trim this little bit out here because that's got to sit perfectly flat. To be honest, it's not bad at all. And then also, I think this little cut out here where the bumper used to be is now in a different place. So I think if I cut that out, I could probably tuck this in behind the bumper. I don't think we're too far off. Do a bit of trimming, put the rest of the bolts in. Boom. That is the arch linings all in. Now it tucks in nicer, apart from here where there's a gaping hole, because this actually come out a lot shorter, and almost you can see this frame is almost coming in closer to the wheel than the actual bumper. So there must be some kind of guide or ducting or something there on the race cars. So that's had to be like a gaping hole at the minute, but it's not too bad. Ducting for the brakes and everything is all still working. That kind of goes in through the headlight and then down to the brakes. Everything's all plugged in and good. The bolts are all in, and I've just got to do exactly the same on the other side with the arch lining, but pretty happy with that. I don't think it's going to come out. I'll be annoyed if it rubs and everything, because it didn't rub without the arch linings in. So we've made enough clearance as possible. I know it's not perfect. It's never going to be. We're fitting a race car kit to a road car. It's never going to be perfect, but we're getting there and we're trying to work it out bit by bit. I'll do the same on the other side, and then I guess I can plug the hybrid in and see how it behaves when it's charging, because that's when it needs the cooling. Both arch linings are in. I guess I'll plug in the hybrid and we'll see how, if the fans start going absolutely crazy. I know this should rotate at a low speed when the battery's charging anyway, but let's see what happens. I shouldn't really have to charge this car, because as long as I drive it, the battery should charge itself. In we go. Yes, we are charging. You can hear the coolant. You see the electric water pumps now are pumping water through the actual battery. So that's cooling it. Then I think the fans should come on. We're at 84% charged and still no fan. I can only assume that he's happy with it. I'd like to have heard the fan come on. So that's looking pretty good there. All of the arch linings in at the front. We've got a few issues now to sort at the back. One is the reverse camera, which is in here. In the regular bumper, it's like way lower down. So I think we've got to get it in here and then kind of bring it forward so it sits flush there. Whether like some little zip ties, of course, obviously race car, bring the zip ties forward and then position the camera in there. Then all the trays are going to go in. Then all the engine bay stuff's going to go in. Then we could probably drive it. But let's see how we get on. Okay, diffuser.
What diffuser?
There we go. Boom. So here is the camera mount. We're going to open this up and then we're going to mount this camera in. Right, this is race car. It's trying to make a square into a circle here. I think it's pretty durable. Right, it's passed the durability test. Reverse camera in. So put it on. Right, camera is in. I just thought we were trying to angle it to the floor, but it's probably better that it's angled to the middle because this is the furthest thing back. So I'm hoping we'll be able to see the top of the wing when I put it in reverse. Let's test it out. And reverse. Fantastic. I don't know how good it was before, but at least I can see. At least I can see, look. And the good thing, look, I can see the top of the wing. So I can see if I'm going to hit anything. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. It's better than what the race car would have had. So that's all working. That's good news. Will that bring the fans on?
Oh! Yeah, it's coming on. Yeah, this big one's on.
Are both or just one?
Oh yeah, I can see it, it's on.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's spinning, it's spinning. It's on.
Sick. Okay, well that's good. I've put the aircon on. Both fans are working and it doesn't sound like it's hitting anything. What makes that weird noise? You know, it makes like the...
But it had a speaker on the Revolto, remember?
Yeah, it did, didn't it? The other thing I wanted to do is run the car to temperature. Let's put the rear arch liners in first and run it to temperature, because I've never heard it run to temperature yet. Ferrari did say it ran to temperature, but they had leaf blowers in front of it. I think it will all be completely fine when it's driving. It's just sitting in traffic, and that's the last thing you want is a battery fire behind you. We're gonna have to do some mods. It's gone crazy with it, innit? So, big licks time. That is legit. If I've ever seen legit, that's legit. We just got to hope that the wheel don't catch on any of the arch linings since we modify them, because I know we had clearance before, but we haven't drove it yet. There's so much of the arch line on the camera. That's all in. Left hand side in, next up the right hand side. It's looking trendy, that isn't it? I'm gonna have to tally up how much I've spent to get to this point, because when I first bought this car, this was an absolute bargain. But the amount of money we spent on it, it was like £40,000 for the body kit, and I got the car for 100 grand, so then I'm 140 in.
They've also depreciated massively since you bought it.
When I bought this was a 320 grand car. He bought it for like 300 grand, this car.
And it's now 180.
Spent 11 on the paint.
11 on Ferrari.
11 on Ferrari. I bought the battery, that was like 17 grand, but we have sold that, so that's fine, but not for the full amount. Airbags, dashboard, they were all like grand here, grand there. I reckon I spent about 80.
For 180 to 190k, it's still a pretty cool
It's
car.
still not bad, yeah, and it's done 4,000 miles. We don't know if it runs or drives yet. I've got a feeling it's going to go in limp mode because it might need a tune because we've got the sports caps on and everything. Engine bay, all in. So now, when we close this, oh, it's looking complete. Wish it weren't tinted. I think it would look way cooler if it was all open, but you know what? Never mind. I think it's actually more expensive to have it tinted. Okay, the final bit is this giant under tray here. We're in. Right, that cap goes in, and that goes like that. That covers the wheel nuts so no one can nick your wheels. To make it look proper race car, this goes in. And that makes it look like a centre lock. Race car. Race car. Let's see if the R&D works. I guess we've got to go over a speed bump, haven't we? Right, here's my plan. We start it now, and by the time we've got it off all the ramp, jacked up, left it running, if it runs to temperature in here, we've got all the hope in the world that it's going to drive okay. So let's see if it actually runs if it don't run to temperature in here, I don't know what we're going to do.
It is like 28 degrees today, so it's the perfect time to test it.
Good time to test it, innit? Yeah. If not, we're going to have to somehow fix a leaf blower to the front end on a switch. The Bugatti Bolide, you have to have geezers doing that, don't you?
Really?
Yeah, you can't just have it idling.
Would you be the geezer?
Don't know. Have to pay me a lot. I can't run after a Bugatti. Not my age.
Right, here we go. Does it get quieter than that? Yeah, that looks wicked. I wouldn't even be upset if it didn't run.
No, that's just good, just sat there.
It looks mega, that does. It looks better than the challenge cars because the wheels are bigger. If that drives how it looks, this is going to be 10-10. But also, look what I've got. The sickest number plate from Car Edge. They are mega. Like, this is the actual number plate that's going on the car. 296 BMX. That's going to look mega. The only thing is, I can't put it on the car yet. But if you want to get a reg, you can go to Car Reg to go and grab them. I'll put a link in the description with a discount code as well, if you want to get your own personal reg as well. But I can't put these on the car yet, because this car is still exported out of the country to Cyprus, and if I put the VIN number into Car Vertical, you can actually see that the car shows up as exported. So it got exported to Cyprus, and now it needs to be re-imported, but we can't re-import the car until the car was complete and done and finished, which hopefully now it is, and now it can be re-imported. Once it's re-imported, I'll be able to get my logbook and switch over the number plates onto here. The good thing as well on Car Vertical, if I tried to sell you that car, you would have been able to see that before I sold it to you, so you would know, okay, you need to re-import the car before you buy it. But the also good thing is that if your car was crash damaged and you checked it out on Car Vertical, it's likely to show you photos of the car when it was auctioned off at the car crash auction site, so you can see exactly where the damage is. You can see a full timeline of the car, how many owners it's had, whether it's ever been stolen, all the recalls, whether it's got any outstanding finance on it. You can see literally the whole history of the car, so it's a really handy tool to have. So make sure you're checking your car out on Car Vertical. I'll give you a discount code which is on the screen now for it, and make sure you're checking your car out. We're about to find out whether this is going to work on the road or not. What temperature are we at? 92. Oh, fans on.
Okay, that's good.
So if it cools it down.
94 still, we're holding.
Come on, needs to go down.
Just hold. 93!
Going down.
Going down.
Yeah, the fans are going down a bit. Okay, let's just take it out and let's see how we get on. It could break down. I'll be surprised if it works first time, but let's try it. Let's go.
Oh, that's a good looking car.
That is stunning, isn't it?
That is amazing.
First time in front. That looks like a proper race car, doesn't it? Proper race car. I really hope this works. I really hope it works because it looks wicked. See how it goes. Come on.
Good luck. You in the RAC?
We've just got to bear in mind that aircon rad is so close to the ground.
Have you got your nose lift up?
No, I don't know how. Oh yeah, it's there. Yeah, when it gets to the end of it. The floor instant then.
It is driving smooth.
It's so scary driving the car for the first time, especially how this hasn't ran since this car was in Cyprus, and we also know how sketchy they are standard. This car went into a wall because someone turned the traction off.
Should we see what these think? What do you think? Yeah! They love it!
So far we've cooled down, 85 degrees now, so it is getting enough cooling on the front so far before a spirited drive. Yeah, that's the limp mode for the catalytic converter. Catalytic temperature high, slow down.
So you're now in limp?
If that's limp, then it's very fast. I don't know what it's meant to feel like. We may need a tune.
What's it flashing right now?
Don't know, what's it say? Oh, the bonnet's open. That's why it keeps flashing.
Oh, the rear bonnet?
The rear boot. It must have a dodgy sensor.
Whoa!
Yeah, like that's 10% throttle. Yeah, this is a rocket.
That's rapid.
This is a rocket. So TPMS failure, so that's something to do with the wheels. We're at 95 degrees now. Let's give it a bit of a hammering. Bonnet, every time we go left the bonnet opens. Oh my god, it's so fast. Rev's well high for a little V6. 8k. Rev's well high. Something smells very warm. We're at 96 degrees now. 97 degrees.
Oh, we're climbing.
Do you think the fan's on? Should we check the fan? 98 degrees.
Oh my days, we're getting up. Oh yeah, the fan's on.
It's absolutely flying. Yeah, there's a lot of heat here. What about in there? Yeah, there's a lot of... Let's see.
96.
96. It's just dropping when we stop.
Yeah, it is, that's good.
So that's good that it can cool itself down. Right, let's have another little go again. So we know we've got some kind of issue with the rear latch. There must be a loose connection or something. We need a TPMS code into the car, and it doesn't like the exhaust. Every time we go left, the bonnet seems to think it's open. But that could be solved. It's driving well. The steering don't feel normal. It just feels like you're on a computer game. Yeah, like the steering, look at this.
Whoa, it's got loads of grip.
That is stupid. So the check it's not open. Gone down to 90 degrees now, so it's definitely cooling.
All good?
Seems good. Flick it to race again.
Oh my god! Oh, it was literally like a race car on the road. This thing's mental.
It's got so much grip. It's got so much grip. Like, I'm actually scared how much grip it's got. Like, when does it lose grip? I should never find that out. There's the limit. There's the limit. On the bit of understeer. Wow! 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 Oh my days! Wow!
Oh, I'm sweating.
That is fast! That is fast, isn't it? Oh my! This is a country lane weapon. Oh, it won't let me go.
What?
Because the bonnet.
Oh no! We rode down.
It won't let me go.
Quick! We're just rolling.
Because the bonnet's open, it won't let me go.
Oh no! At least it didn't do that going around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're good now.
Good now?
Yeah, I think we should be okay.
I think the sensor, it's just got like a little, I can see it, it's just got a little latch on, it's not pressed all the way down. We had the same issue with the 812 door before, you know, it's got the same sort of sensor on. When you press it, the window comes down.
Not bad though, like a little niggle for a
So
full
far,
rebuild.
we're not back yet.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's quick. The brakes are really good. That it handles like silly. The handling's silly. We found a little bit of a limit round the corner. We found a little tyre squeal, but it's silly bonnet. We've got to just sort that out, and I think we'll be able to drive it. And I don't think it's in limp mode because it lets you rev it all the way up. It feels like it's got the power.
What's your out of 10 initial thoughts?
I think the only thing I'm not impressed with is the sound.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds very McLaren-y, which is like okay, but you know, it's the height. The more you rev it, the less it sounds, doesn't it? Like the more you rev the car, the quieter it almost gets. But that could be a good thing about going on track. I think it's like a Porsche, but without the sound. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
That's a good score.
Yeah, I think what it would have gained if it had that, if it had the sound You've got everything you ever need in a car. Yes, we got it. The bonnet's open. The fact that it's been all put together, and that was the first drive, and it got pretty hammered. I think we did all right. Well, that's another one out of the garage. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.